Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Link to Past Randomizer. We are going to be starting up our group stages here. We're with Pennyroy versus Homemade Beer. I am Wolfling360, and I am joined by KillerF23. And KillerF, you told me something interesting here. You're apparently in the same group as these two?
F of the tournament here. We have getting our group underway. This is, I believe, the first match between the racers, so be interesting to see. Out of the 5 group modes, the one chosen today was Tournament Key Sanity.
That's right. Now, if you remember the league where we had, I believe it was the Fad Keys mode, this is going to function slightly similar to that. The key differences here is that the goal is unchanged. It's still 7-7 to beat Ganon, so we do not have to do the pendant dungeons. Also, the Ganon's Tower boss key is going to stay in there, but all the other rules apply. So if we need to climb up the tower, the keys are always going to be there.
Yeah, so no late game searching for one tower key to beat Aga 1 before Ganon, so. Something's like on Lumberjack.
And for anyone who may be... Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that was it. Go ahead.
So for anyone who may be watching for the first time here, or be it live or on the VOD, just a quick overview of what Key Sanity is. Normally, we do not shuffle small keys, maps, compasses, and big keys outside of their intended dungeons. For this seed, we will have all of those shuffled as well. Maps will give us information on what dungeons we are. We cannot use our overall map to check what crystals and pendants we have available to us. Compasses give you an item count in the dungeon. Not really that useful, unfortunately, in this context, because our runners will have counts going up. And so we're getting started here with a small key to Turtle Rock.
Yep. Both starting at Link's house, doing the Uncle route, where they will be checking both the Uncle and the chest next to Uncle. Picking up the sign, throwing at a guard so they can get a tree pull here. Just hearts, so no bombs, which they're actually looking for. Oh, glove is really nice early find there from Uncle.
Yeah, Homemade Beer picking that up. And a sword as well.
Dang. French vanilla. Sugar, this is 7-7 key sanity with the Aga Tower keys in Aga Tower and the Ganon Tower big key in Ganon Tower.
It looks like we're going to see both runners go in there. Also, it sounds like Homemade Beer's using an MSU packet. If I am not mistaken, I recognize those tunes. Mushroom pickup in the meantime.
Now in Key Sanity mode, the only chest right now in front of Escape that's in logic is that first chest, which is the mushroom. All other chests here are small key locked.
That is correct, and that is because of what we mainly consider key logic, and just a very basic information for those who are unaware of what key logic is for this game. Just imagine every single locked door and every single key layout. The door assumes that the correct way to go, or the logic assumes, that the last door you open will be correct. So, if there is not a small key there, then it's going to not allow you to advance. One of the prime examples is actually Desert Palace, because we can have a small key available to us in the back, but we can take that key and open up the side path to get the 2 items. We thus need to find the small key to fight Boldor. Or sorry, the mold, the land molars. I'm mistaking them again. But regardless, land molars as a result is locked by key logic by both the large key and the small key of Desert Palace, which are both out there in the wild somewhere.
A good couple first items there in the front of Escape. They got the cape as well as 300 rupees, which is nice to get early if you need to buy bombs or check Zora, which is in logic with the glove they got. Homemade beer going ahead right away and check what the mushroom has.
This is a pretty okay play. If he doesn't like it, he can save the mushroom and potentially keep it for a fake powder play.
Yep.
And it's just a heart piece, so that is a free save.
And if you don't have the power, you can use it with the cane to turn anti-fairies into fairies if you need to.
So right away, we got the map there at Eastern Palace and Penny Royale. Penny can use the map now to check what the overworld prize is for the Eastern Palace, whether it be a pendant or a crystal. We also get a map indicator when we go there on the upper left corner whether or not what the prize is, in case we find the map in our own dungeon. And also to point out, as something I have not mentioned, as we find the mirror, that's a huge find.
Mm-hmm.
Sahasrara and the bomb bender will tell you what dungeon is the specific green pendant and the 5-6 crystals, and that will also be added to your map for your overworld map specifically for quick reference.
It looks like Homemade Beer is going to find out what the green pendant is right here. Which will be Thieves Town. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, Thieves Town's pretty okay. We got our first bottle here of red potion in it. Smoky to Hyrule Castle. The shovel, a Smoky to Dark Palace. One of our big keys to Dark Palace. The hammer. And 50 rupees. A lot of items just now.
Yeah, very nice.
That hammer, of course, on Pennyroll's side, and I believe the shovel was too.
I also got that Hyrule Castle small, so now that cape they got's in logic.
Well, considering we don't have to look for the Akatara small keys, that's both good and bad.
Right. Yeah, because could make you do Aga early. But in this case, all they really need is a Moon Pearl for Dark World access. So.
Meanwhile, we see Homemadebeer doing a blind dip into Eastern Palace here. Can get a couple items, but the big key is not here, as well as the map and compass. So it's a good 3-4 items here at the very least.
Yeah, it's pretty popular playing Key Sanity mode. Knowing you're probably not going to get that big key and bow early to finish it, so... Many Sphere 1 checks you want to get out of the way.
Penny Royale, meanwhile, doing a fake flipper setup here to warp closer to the mushroom vendor. Or the potion shop, rather.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and check the mushroom as well. It's not much here as the first two checks for Homemade Beer.
And both runners opted to save that mushroom for fake powder. Good, that's one less item from the keep track of.
Just a heart piece there, so... Logically, there was nothing here. He still has the vanilla big key chest to check.
Our runners are also pretty close to Dark World access. They either need to find the Moon Pearl, or they need to find the Lantern and hope that the Moon Pearl's not on the pyramid. And actually, finding the lantern's kind of a bad thing as well, because it could be Agahnim, but it could also just be go up the mountain and find your Moon Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Big Key to Swamp Palace, that's actually one of the 2 small keys that we don't need logically for progressing towards the boss. Of course, we have a few tricks to make a few other boss keys obsolete, but that's one of the ones that is not hard required by logic.
Mm-hmm.
And the Half Magic, a great find there for homemade beer.
Especially if you get something like a fire rod early on, that's a great weapon to have. There's our second bottle. Each runner with a bottle now.
And I think both runners are going to be starting to head towards Kakariko Village, which they have not done yet. Looks like homemade beer is going to make a detour and check the back of his gate first. Once again, for anyone coming in late, this is Tournament Key Sanity. He's 7-7 goal. And Aga Tower, your small keys, and Ganon's Tower boss key is not shuffled. All other keys are shuffled. Alright, the first look at the sick kid, and we got for us a heart piece.
So homemade beer is going ahead and checking the bush crab here and going to check what we have at Lumberjack. Uh-oh. It's a big key. So, yeah.
Was that a big key or a small key? I couldn't tell.
It is a big key. Yeah. Especially getting that Swamp Palace big key, which is probably an unrequired big key, but yeah, it looks like Agahnim might be required here. We get a book from the bottle vendor. So yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, there's only one small key that we can logically avoid, and that is the Skull Wood small key, or big key rather. Other ones we can avoid through tricks is Ice Palace's big key. We can use Iceberger to skip that one, and Tower Hera, which we can use Herapot, but we don't know which one that could be. It could be Turtle Rock for all we know. Or it could be a Pendant Dungeons boss key. We don't know that either. Flippers, meanwhile, and a map to Hyrule Castle that unfortunately does not give us any information whatsoever. Compass to Tower Hera, and a heart piece.
So the flippers, we're looking like our progression's going to be around the Zora area for Hobo. That book opens up some checks in Desert as well, with having the small key.
Yeah, Penny Royale now getting into the Lost Woods the first time. Might check Ped, but more likely than not, it is a small key, just because of how many small keys are in the pool. And choosing to ignore for the time being. I'm okay with that play, actually. It's way too early to consider Ped because we need to find a bunch of information regarding the dungeon layouts and how many keys are available.
Well, Penny is actually going to go ahead and check Ped now. So,
okay,
with the routing here, you definitely something that homemade beer is probably not going to find out until later in the seed.
At the same time, though, Penny Royale may not go bother and check the lumberjack. And it's just a hard piece on the pedestal, so we don't have to worry about doing all of our dungeons.
And puts less of a importance on that big key in lumberjack right now.
Yeah, but it can still be possible that it's a big key that we require for a crystal dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know yet. There's another pile of small key for homemade beer. And there's the Moon Pearl. Agahnim is off the table for now.
Penny's gonna go ahead and do, looks like he's going to Ice Rod, okay. Had a choice there, either going to Ice Rod or doing, skipping that and going to Zora, but it's gonna go ahead and check, Ice Rod cave while he's here.
Yeah, getting this check out of the way is probably ideal.
Or not! I guess that was too long of a check to go see. Well.
He was probably on autopilot doing some doing some tracking or something.
Don't know.
Or at least planning his route.
Go ahead and fill up his bottle while he's here. And gets the fairy. And the fire rod.
Fire is pretty good going to the Dark World. Means we can go straight to the Moth.
Yep.
Boomerang over on the ledge. Not really that helpful. It is our one and only way of reliably stunning enemies though right now. And today King Zora has for us the Ice Rod as well.
Holy cow. Zora area holding up all the sticks.
Zora's domain being the play today. And Penny Royale not wasting any time going straight to Dark World. And normally we would see a map check here, but we do not have any information on the Dark World dungeons, I don't think. Other than these down to the Green Pendant.
Yeah, they have that map to Eastern Palace, but that was it, I think.
Yeah, the only other map Penny Royale's found is the Hyrule Castle map, which doesn't give us any information whatsoever.
Yeah. Most likely we'll see him check the bomb shop for the 2 5-6 crystals locations.
And we have Tower Hera and Swamp Palace. Okay, so Agahnim may be dead. Those are both dungeons we can theoretically skip their big keys on.
Yeah, which would be nice for them so they don't have to worry about it.
But at the same time, there's still 5 other dungeons that would require a big key. Cave South and Grove today for us has just 20 rupees. And it looks like Homemade Beer is going to be heading down to Zora too, so we'll be picking up those rods.
Kind of like this route from Penny Row. Can go straight up, do Village of Outcasts, and then hit up Skull Woods on your way to check. Oh wow, the mitts! So early.
That is some incredible luck there from Penny Royale. That one doesn't have to do any mirror transitions; can just go directly into Village of Outcasts.
Yeah.
That is a lucky find.
Very convenient, to say the least.
And conveniently, can you just go straight into doing Smiths?
Yep. The only bad thing, you probably are going to be putting off purple chest for now at this point, but I don't think that's a big issue with so much to do right now.
No, and I would have completely agreed to not do that just yet. Probably wait till at least have the flute now.
Mm-hmm.
Or... Oh! There is an argument one can make to do it while heading over to go do Bombos, but
mm-hmm.
I would say keep going the same direction you're going at this point.
Yeah.
And those blacksmiths made us some nice little shield. Well, now this is an interesting predicament. I don't think... Yeah, Homemade Beer has not done the dam yet, so it does not have the mirror. Just checking stuff and going back. Not gonna.
Well, he has the book, so I'm assuming he thinks maybe the. Well, I don't think he did Hobo either.
Oh.
So.
Oh, he's in Light World. Okay.
Yeah, he is in Light World. The palette color switch makes it look weird.
Yeah, it kind of confused me there a minute. And there's a small key against tower. Once again, the small... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, good finding smalls early, because if you're in go mode and only have maybe like one Ganon's tower key, you might be sweating. You might be locked out of finding the big key.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, only the Ganon's tower big key is shuffled, or not shuffled outside of its dungeon. We can still find the Ganon Tower small keys in random chests as well. The only ones that are not moved are the Ganon's Tower boss key and the Castle Tower smalls.
Get to see what's at Agahnim here.
Sure, Naginin, not an uncommon strat. And Homemade Beer can actually take this and go into Desert and pretty much full clear everything except the boss and the big chest.
You can see what's on the torch.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, can't get the torch yet either. There is a map there on the ledge, so there will be a little bit of information gleaned for Homemade Beer, unless that happens to be the Ganon's Castle or the Ganon's Tower map. That's about the only other map that would give us no information left. Meanwhile, Penny Royale gonna be heading into Skull Woods. Can full clear this place, but has to be a bit careful. Doesn't have that much magic.
The pearl's on Hobo. Very nice Gibdo room there for Penny Royal. Nice and quick.
I believe that's an item for both of our runners here, so one item remaining in this dungeon. We get a map here to Tower Hera. We know that's a 5-6. And I just realized homemadebeer did all of the water checks except Hobo. Oof.
Yeah, he's last location, hard last location.
So yeah, that's gonna be an unfortunate time sink there as we get another map here. This one to Misery Mire, so we got some more information to work with. Our first look at Spectacle Rock though here, and we have the Tempered Sword. Homebeer's immediately going to go pick that up. And thinking about it, I wonder if Homebeer's routing is being slightly influenced by the fact that he has scouted Lumberjack Ledge and knows there's a boss key there. Because if he's thinking that this is an Agahnim Sea, he may just commit to it. Kind of an interesting little nuance there. We'll see what happens. Looks like he's going to go into Tower Hera, which we know is a crystal, and he will know it's a crystal going into it because the map will give him a little C in the top left corner of his HUD. Ether Talbot for us has just 3 bombs. Meanwhile, the Moth... Ooh, 1 heart left.
He has a fairy though.
Yeah, he has the fairy, and does not need it.
Nice. Nice quick kill.
There's the other item here in Skullwood too, so he's done with the dungeon. And it was a crystal, so that is the first crystal on the board. Beer now with that information that it is in fact a crystal. And you can see what the compass does here in Key Sandy as well. You get that little item counter there below your rupees and bombs. Unfortunately, is key locked. It doesn't have anything there noteworthy. We now notice the 5-6, and we now know that Eastern Palace is a blue crystal. So we do have to do Eastern Palace. Have we actually found the map to Desert yet?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either. We know that we saw at least the Eastern Palace has had a crystal on it. And there's Quake. Okay, maybe I mistook... right! I'm going off of normal item distributions, not Key Sanity distributions. Wow, that's a bit of a derp moment there.
So, see where Penny Royal goes. Gonna go ahead and go over here and check Graveyard Ledge.
Small key to Mire. Those keys are not really that necessary. They're more of a convenience if nothing else.
And they're good for knowing if you know small key logic for dungeons like Ice Palace or Misery Mire. They're good for knowing which places are worth checking or not once you're actually in the dungeons.
Paradise Gate having a compass and the big key to Eastern Palace, so that is on the table now once Homemade Beer finds the bow.
Nice. And one less big key to worry about. Required big key to worry about.
Double 20 rupees there. A small key. This one going to Dark Palace. Dark Palace having 6 small keys, so we gotta find a bunch of those. And there's the lamp. And that's actually huge information for us here on the booth. This is telling us the mountain is, by logic, flute locked.
Yep, and immediately goes over to Hobo. And Pennyroyal gets the scary news that the big key is there on Lumberjack. And we'll head up the mountain now.
And Homemade Beer is going to be getting his Moon Pearl, and with the lamp in tow, may just decide to do Agahnim now and get him out of the way.
You don't have to. It's not all dungeons.
Well, we know there's a key there, so he might want to get it primed in case he finds the boots.
Oh, well.
Or just put off and do it later. It's either or, really. If that big key is required, we need to do Agahnim. There's no two ways around it.
Yeah, these runners are probably going to wait until they know what's required.
So the question now is, where to put the mountain in logic?
We now have access to some early checks in pod. We got Pyramid and Catfish we still need to check in, as well as Bombo's tablet. And
We can also do the front half of Swamp. I believe we both have, or no, only Pen and Royale has a small key to Swamp.
But Homemade Beer probably be retracing any steps here. As far as going to do Skullwood to Mafia first and then route down. Nice bomb jump there. Pretty easy bomb jump if you know the setup.
We might see a quick map check here from Penny Royale, just Dark Wolves, but nope, choosing not to do it just yet. Also, folks, one last nuance I should probably have mentioned about Key Sandy that I forgot about. We cannot rely on the music to tell us what dungeon is a pendant or a crystal, because that music is shuffled in Key Sandy. It's not a reliable tell.
And having the mirror in tow for Homemade Beer, we'll also be able to find out what Penny already knows, that Pedestal will be dead.
Yeah, that is our second Turtle Rock small key for both runners. First one, of course, being in Link's house, so they should both definitely have to.
I guess there was the map of Misery Mire.
Fortunately, I always forget what they're called. Yeah, I'm actually blanking on those things' names.
Blue and red jellyfish?
No, those are berry bars. I'm blanking on the guys that turn into rocks.
Oh, Dead Rocks.
Dead Rocks, that's them, yeah.
Tempered sword in hand, Mothula is a breeze for these runners.
Yeah, only 3 spikes moved during that fight, so very nicely done by Homemade Beer. There's our first look at Dark Death Mountain.
You'll be able to see what medallion is required for Trouble Rock.
Yep. Has not done Paradise Gate yet, so we're gonna do that first. And Homemade Beer, now with the same information Penny Royale has, knows that Pedestal is only a heart piece, is not required to seed. Alright, now we're gonna see the first look here at Super Bunny Cave as Homemade Beer picks up the Quake Medallion. Using the mirror delete to get past those blocks. Save you some time. Small key to Ice Palace. And a heart container. And choosing the save point, not trying to check the medallion for Turtle Rock. Interesting.
Might come back if you get like hook shot and check with hook shot phase or something, but so let's just go on for now. As we see Homemade Beer pick up the flute in the left side of Skullwoods.
Yeah, it also makes sense that
And the third Turtle Rock.
Oh, the flute was left side Skullwoods?
Yes. Penny Royale didn't do it because he didn't have a key and would have had to do what Homemade Beer just did and had to save and quit.
Ah, yeah, that would be a problem. Well, that puts our logic back together now from terms of the lamp. And our runner should now have the same information, except other than Eastern Palace is a crystal. Although I think Penny Royale does have that map, just hasn't checked yet.
Yeah, interesting choice here to go straight to Eastern and not do a pod Eastern together play here with having the mirror.
Well, Penny Royale now seeing that C on the HUD means that he knows that this is a crystal dungeon. Meyer is a pendant. Just caught that map check over on Homemade Beer side, and I believe Ice Palace was a crystal.
Now we know our last pendant is either at Desert or at Turtle Rock. Or Pod. We haven't seen Pod yet.
Yeah, it's 1 to 3, and we don't have any information one way or the other.
$20 on Bombo's tablet. Nice thing about Homemade Beer having the flute. Can route and do Smith Chain, and once they pick up the purple chest, can fly down and get the check purple chest right away.
I just noticed something. All of those optional scenarios, they're all crystals. So, there's no avoiding that big key if it's required on Aga.
Could be. Well, the two pendants.
Yeah, unless it's a pendant. That's the only.
Thieves' Town and Misery Mire are both the pendants, so it could be one of those.
It could be. That's the only. But there's no avoiding that big key if it's required.
Right.
And Penny shouldn't be burned too much by the flute, given that Mire is a pendant. But at the same time, that could also have progression in it. That is a dungeon with about 8 items, I believe. Not to mention the surrounding area as well.
Like Penny's gonna go ahead and do Ice Palace now. Can full clear the dungeon.
I believe he needs the other small key in logic for the full clear. Arcanator now for Penny Royale, and cannot Icebreaker because we don't have the King of Samaria. So we're gonna go to more traditional strategies, and we're probably gonna see an Ice Palace bomb jump from him.
Gasp! I hope he knows how to do it.
Well, he found Janice Tower for homemade beer. I believe that is his first.
Yep, the only one we found so far.
And homemade beer does look to be turning in the purple chest at some point. We should be activating the flute first.
First try.
Yep, very nicely done there with that icebreaker.
Goose has been set loose, and he will see what's in the purple chest right now.
And there's our bow.
My! Wow, 2 big items that Penny has put off early on.
Now, unlike on our qualifier stage, those bows are progressive once again, so there could be another bow that Penny Royale can find. And there's another big key. That one goes to Ice Palace. Penny Royale having that one as well.
Yeah, with the bow now, and the big key to Pod and Eastern can beat both dungeons in one try. You won't be able to get a lot of the chests in Pod right now.
Yeah, we only have a few small keys per pod. And I believe the boss is logically left behind all 6 small keys, so won't be seeing him either unless we just rush it.
I know some people just do the boss right away just so they know they won't waste a key and then be shut away from beating the dungeon if they hit go mode or something. But another easy bomb jump there to get these items. Just a bomb refill in that chest.
Someone brings up a good point in chat, and that this mode is really hard to keep track of everything. It's also really hard to practice in this because I believe one of the big things for doing this tournament is the runners don't know what mode they're racing until the very last moments. So they've got to be ready for just about anything.
When the seed is rolled, your mode is known.
All right, here we go with Cold Stare.
Half magic and fire rod, it'll be a very quick fight.
Nice, got the splash hitbox there too. And this is one of our mystery prizes. It is a crystal. Or no, wait. Strike that. We knew there was a crystal because of homemade beer. Right. I was looking at the wrong tracker.
Like homemade beer is going to go ahead and go over to Catfish.
Catfish is a relatively isolated check for both runners now. Could be worthwhile.
Especially doing Zora early. It might be hard to go back and check it later on when it's by itself. So we'll see where Penny Royal routes to now.
Looks to be Swamp / Bumpos?
We're getting a swamp dip.
The Catfish has for us a green potion. That's our 3rd bottle.
Peter might be giving us our first look in the mire area. It is Quake.
So we can scout through the dungeon there. It is a pendant, though.
We don't have a hookshot or boots yet, so it's going to have to hold off for now.
Ah, true. I forgot about that. I'm used to being over here with them.
You can open the door, but you can't get in. But, you can get your, checkerboard cave check here, too.
Yeah, it looks like you're about to see Checkerboard Cave. I believe Bombus was checked already by homemade beer, so we knew what that was. And it is a small key. We might need this. Dark Palace.
3. So that logically gives beer access to the back of pod, the dark hallway in the first chest there. And with having the bow too, you can do right side and pretty much clear out everything except for probably the vanilla big key chest and the harmless hellway.
Yeah, so should get about, what, 4 or 5 items now?
Mm-hmm. So, not going to be happy the desert's empty. We'll know that he's might have skipped something. What do we have in the big chest Eastern? Just bombs.
Yeah, we saw this already from Penny Royale. But we didn't see the back here of Eastern Palace.
I think we're going to be getting our first check of what's on Pyramid Ledge here.
Yeah, it's been a while. This is a relatively isolated check for homemade beer. Pretty clean red Gorilla room. No, that's not Gorillas. Those are Igors. And oh, almost gets it. And it's another boss key. This one's a Turtle Rock on the pyramid. And Real going into Kakariko Castle again. Checking Dark Frost?
Yep. Chest and pot is the compass.
So it looks like the keys we're missing are the Tower Hero's big key, Thieves Town's big key, and Myers' big key.
We don't have desert either. Pod 4.
Yeah.
Or his third. The fourth known key to us.
Map data for Desert Palace. That's one of the dungeons we actually don't know about.
Yep, be good information.
And if that's our last pendant, then we know what's small key we need to, or big key we hope we never see. Or rather, big keys, rather. Because we have at least 2 dungeons, 2 pendant dungeons in which we are missing their big keys.
Brutex, no. The Castle Tower keys will stay in Castle Tower. For this mode.
Yes, as will the Ganon's Castle big key. Small keys are in the pool. Another small key to this dungeon. Alright, so that's, I think, 4 now for homemade beer. And homemadebeer didn't open up the front door, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so he did spend a key there. So one key puts everything in logic if you are willing to do the hammer yump.
Yeah, only having 4 keys, you can full clear the dungeon. You just wouldn't have been able to open the front door. But with doing that, he'll have to put off an item for now.
Yeah, so gonna be taking care of the turtles here. This is one of the more annoying rooms to do without the lamp. It looks like Penny Royale is following suit, coming in behind homemadebeer here. And here we go, the Helmosaur King fight.
So this will be a surprise dungeon prize. You do not know if it's crystal or dungeon. Or pendant.
I believe.
Or no, it's crystal. Yeah. Did he get a map in here? He must have.
Yeah, we know it's a crystal because I believe they got a map earlier.
Okay.
And it was checked at the same time as I think the we got information on one of our other dungeons.
So that confirms our last pendant is either Turtle Rock or Desert Palace.
And that's right, because we know Swamp Palace is the other 5-6.
Would be interesting they finish a Kisame mode without a possible Canis Samaria. If Turtle Rock's a pendant.
Actually, we can we actually have information on Desert Palace too, so we'll know the full dungeon layout up here.
Yep. That's true.
Olivier just needs to check his map at some point.
Going with the bottle glitch strats here to get past the Koreas.
Another Smokey to this dungeon. He homemadebeer can full clear.
Oh my gosh! Of course, of course. Wow. Okay.
That is some luck.
We'll know after he checks his maps at SP Man. If TR is a crystal, then technically the well, we still have then it technically might not be needed.
It's a possibility, but we don't know for sure until we find more big keys.
Yeah. You find more big keys or get in go mode.
Now, it could still be required even then, because it could just be in the one of our main progression could be in that dungeon's big chest. But that is a much more niche scenario, and that could just not happen.
As homemadebeer gets a small key to swamp in the big chest of pod. So that is actually in logic. Which could put the hook shot on the left side swamp.
And here comes the final check. It is a small key to Skull Woods. That's annoying, but
yeah, annoying, but it'll be good for Penny Royal. Might get him back over to Skull Woods to get that flute.
I don't think it will. Isn't that a door that's locked behind all 6 small keys?
I think I'll have enough keys, though. Because he came in with 4, and there's 2 in this dungeon, so he'll have all 6 keys.
I suppose that's true, but something tells me that that's not the small key that puts the pinball room in logic. Just a gut feeling there.
Yeah, that's the only one he doesn't have, the one from Checkerboard.
That one, on the other hand, the one that homemadebeer just found, that one feels more like it would be the first Skullwoods key you'd find there in Spike Cave.
So if I'm homemadebeer, I'd probably do Ice Palace now. That's why he's probably filling up the bottles.
Yeah, it does have blue mail, but only 7 hearts, so wants to play a little bit safe. So, makes sense to me. Maybe we'll see a map check here real quick. No, not gonna check the map for desert just yet.
So with that small key, we'll get the flute here.
Yeah, this is exactly what Penny Royale needed. And there's the flute. Now that, in turn, should incentivize Penny Royale to do the purple chest now, so we'll be able to get his bow. At least, in theory.
I think he's cleared out everything else. So, yeah. Definitely.
It would certainly be a quick enough detour to go do that.
Nice bomb jump there for homemadebeer.
We're coming online now for Penny Royale. We'll see what he does next. This has been kind of a little bit back and forth. There's been a flash rotation on, I think, both sides now. It really comes down to, I think, who finds the Canis of Maria first, I want to say.
I would say some, but yeah, once you know what desert is, would be more a line of what we need next. Because you have TR's a crystal, you're probably wanting the cane really soon.
Yeah, and we do know what desert is. We just haven't had someone check the map in the light world yet. And sure enough, there is the purple chest play from Penny Royale. We'll be picking up their bow.
Probably a little frustrated. This is a pendant! Okay, so, He does not need another big key. We'll just need a hookshot and cane for possible gun locket now.
Yeah, the only big key that we even remotely need is Tower of Hera's. And if that's the one behind Agahnim, we can ignore that if we find the hookshot. At the same time, though, our hookshot could be in the upper floors of Tower of Hera for all we know at this point. So, Agahnim is most likely dead, but there is still a small possibility. And even then, one of our two missing items could be locked behind a big chest. And we will need that key in order to get that item. We can't rule it out completely.
And there's the last pot key for a penny. So, tracing each other's steps for right now. I think our progression has to be in Swamp Palace now.
I'm inclined to agree. There's, what, 6 items in the front that they are not picking up?
There'll be, yeah, 6, because they have the big key.
No, well, actually, no, never mind. I was going to say Mesmer Myers 8, but we don't have any way of getting past the front door. I almost forgot to made that mistake again.
Yeah, so if you're both of these runners, you definitely are... You like boots, but at this point you're inclined to just hope they don't exist.
Very nice. Cold stare fight there from homemadebeer. Gonna be getting a compass and their next crystal. Have we seen the Torch out of Desert Palace yet?
I think so.
That could be one of our items that we're missing too. It looks like homemadebeer might be heading into Swamp Palace though.
Yep, he's making the play. I don't think he's done Dark Death Mountain, but this is definitely the play to make.
Yeah, unless there's something on Floating Island, which I don't think we've seen. I don't remember what was up there if we did see it.
It's not important, because Penny could have gotten it at the time he was up there and didn't.
Yeah, you're right. Although I don't recall him checking either, to be fair. But that is another crystal there for Penny Royale, and we are about to see our first look into Swamp Palace.
Good old hookshot Swamp Palace. Classic rando scenario.
Meanwhile, Penny Royale's gonna finish up Eastern Palace here. Needs to start catching up on the dungeon side of things.
Not too far behind, probably just a whole dungeon behind. Since I'm pretty sure all Penny has left after this is Swamp. So he'll be in right behind after he finishes Eastern.
Now, we have no idea what the medallion is for Turtle Rock 2 as well.
Oh!
There's our boots. Oh.
Goodness. Now the fun begins, folks. Oh boy. Now that big key becomes even more important because now you have access to Meyer.
Homebeer not doing left side swamp.
Interesting. Gonna gamble, it's nothing.
Gonna prioritize overworld boots checks.
Yeah. Play the seat is rude.
Mirror Shield in King's Tomb. Penny Royale looks to be heading into Swamp Palace now as well. And there's Bombos. And now, before the boots, we can check Misery Mire. We know Misery Mire requires the Quake Medallion. We don't know about Turtle Rock just yet, though. I think Penny Royale could have checked, but it chose not to at the time. Then he go in the other parts of Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, he's not done Dark Death Mountain at all, because he didn't have the mitts while he did those checks. But he'll go ahead and grab this key off the torch.
And Homemadebeer knows this is a pendant now from the overall map, so should have pieced together. Yeah, he knows where all three pendants are. He knows where all the remaining crystals are. And by extension, he should also know that... Yeah, no, he knows that this is going to be the other pendant, so... Alright, we'll see if Penny Royale sticks around and does Left Side Swamp. We're 2 items away from Go Mode. If both of them are over there, then Penny Royale's probably got the huge advantage here.
Yeah, there's some like one item like the
Even if it's just a hook shot, I'd say Penny Royale has a huge advantage. Big key to Tower Hera. That just killed Agahnim. It is a pendant boss key confirmed.
Well, it doesn't kill Agahnim because you still need the cane, which could be like behind a Thieves Town big key or something. So
that is also true, but it is not required to reach the boss.
Right.
It is only required for getting another item. Vanilla. I think that was a higher Smokey and Meyer. Okay.
Wait, why didn't Penny Royal check the big chest here?
Probably doing that last? Or, no, gonna do it on the way to Left Side Swamp. Probably. Or maybe he has forgotten he has the big key.
That's the only reason I can come up with.
Only beer meanwhile getting dead rocked. Unless this one has a small key to Meyer, that's the third one.
So that puts the cutscene chest in logic.
And on Left Side Swamp, we also have a big key to Desert Palace.
Oh my gosh, the trolls keep coming. Wow.
Which I believe means by process of elimination... Oh, no, actually, no, it's a 50-50 between Thieves Town or Misery Mire.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Well, good thing we're not playing the seed. It's trash. And there's the boots.
Only Beer, meanwhile, has climbed Tower Hera. Has not found anything of note.
Man.
Here we go with the Moldorm fight. One spin, one slash, there we go. And Moldorm has for us a heart container.
No progression.
Almost now for Penny Royale. Are we running out of check here?
Got all the desert now for Penny and all of Meyer except the big chest. And that big key on Lumberjacks in logic.
And the bonk chest in Hookshot Cave.
Yep. Or get our first look at wet medallions for Turtle Rock. So we might even still need the ether medallion. Don't know.
Penny Royale knows that it's Quake now for Meyer. And for Quake, it is in fact Bombo, so medallions are done. We have them all.
We'll see here if Payne decides to check cutscene chest.
The first chest of Hookshot Cave is going to decide a lot here, and it is the silver!
Silvers! Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Gonna try to hover. Got a couple frames. Gonna try again.
This beast is trying to fly.
Come on, B. Don't you know how to fly? There you go.
Gets 20 bucks. A small key to Ganon's tower. Doesn't quite make it to the final chest.
Darn.
If this is the case tomorrow, this is going to be amazing for homemade beer. Otherwise, we're going to have to be hunting down that hookshot, and that is a empty hookshot cave. So it comes down to just Misery Mire, doesn't it?
Yes, the big chest. I think that big key. Well, all the desert now.
Oh yeah, desert. That's right. But they've done most of it.
Well, if it's not in desert, that.
Oh no!
Oh, there's a hook shot. Oh boy. Well, good news for the runners. That puts a little bit of a dent in that big key being required. Oh goodness. Yeah, that hook shot too will open up the big bomb check as well. So yeah, we're just a Canis Mario now from Go mode.
Yeah.
Key Sanity, it's hard to believe, but yeah. Because you're usually dipping Turtle Rock a couple times, I see.
I think it's also quite rare for it to be an item go mode instead of a key go mode from the settings.
Yeah.
Although we technically don't have the Ganon's Tower big key, but then again, that's forced to stay in its dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Homemade beer is biting the bullet here.
Yeah, I think at this point you have to make this play.
This could be big, actually.
Yeah, Kane's in Thieves' Town or...
If Kane Osamari is locked behind this big key that Homemade Beer is going to go and get off of Lumberjack, then this is going to be huge. Although Homemade Beer will then know that he has to find the hookshot somewhere else.
Yeah, and could full clear Turtle Rock looking for it.
Meanwhile, back into Swamp Palace goes Penny Royale. One item standing between them and Gomon, and that is the Canis Mario. So far, so good with the climb up again, or Castle Tower there for Homemade Beer. And here's our first look at the back half of Swamp. Nice diver down, 3 ball, and the compass to Ganon's tower. Few more checks left for Penny Route out here in Swamp. 20 rupees here. This is coming down to the wire. Alright, folks, time for Agahnim 1! Is this required or not? We don't know yet!
Yeah, nothing's either on Argus or at the Pyramid Ferry.
There's nothing on Argus, the Pyramid Ferry, or on the Lammolas. Then this is an Agahnim seed, because the big key that Agahnim is guarding at Lumberjack is locking the Cane of Samaria. That is the only scenario that is available to us right now. Nice quick kill there on Argus. Only we're putting it to work on Agahnim. Small key to Thieves Town. That'll be useful later if that's required. But the Cane of Samaria is not in Swamp. Meanwhile, it looks like it's at least a 3 blue ball Agahnim. I wasn't keeping track.
Was.
Anyway, I'm gonna check Hookshot Cave. We know there's nothing there. And we're gonna see what is in Lumberjack Cave. Best case scenario for homemade beer is it is the big key to Misery Mire. He's gonna go in here and check for Dark Cross, I think, first. Because the big key to Mire will lead him back to Mire, which is where the hookshot resides. So to give a divert Parapot here. And there's our last small key to Palace of Darkness for homemade beer. So everything he got in there is in logic. And we should see a flute to 3.
He's gonna take the water portal up to the tree.
Alright, what big key is this? Is it Mire or is it Thieves Town? It is the big key to Skull Woods! What? We haven't got that one yet either? Oh no! How do we both miss that? Now the Cane of Samaria could still be in that chest though. We can't roll it out until it's opened.
It's had some good items in the past.
Alright, moment of truth.
I'll have to try again.
Inside the Skullwood's big chest is a small key to Tower Hera.
Nice. Nice. As
someone
only
say
Rando
touch
could
chain?
put it. Yep. We love key sanity.
Homemade beer, holding on to the straws.
I swear if it's powder.
If it's powder, we know it's nothing. But if it isn't anything important, then it's Desert Palace.
Hookshot was in my Misery Mire cutscene chest.
Oh man. I think no matter what, this is gonna be a hard last location for Homemade Beer's Hookshot. And neither runner just wants to do Lambolas, which could just have the Kata Samaria at this point. Alright, again, the moment of truth. Was Agahnim worth it? Yes, it was!
My god! Are you serious?
Wow! That was the one bailout Homemade Beer needed! Now he just has to go to Misery Mire and get that hookshot.
We love Key Sanity. Gosh. What the hell?
Homemade Beer is gonna opt to do Turtle Rock first. This is smart. Will be full clear in the dungeon. And at this point, once he's done with this, he knows that it's back in Mire. So he will definitely be going back there. And more likely than not, the Mire's big key is here. Potentially.
Still could get Thieves Town big key in here. Which would be really bad.
Also true.
Yeah, required boots were required swamp dive without the hookshot to get into Mire.
Against Tower. Pyramid Fairy only has 3 bombs, and the last boss key to Mire!
Oh, wow! Oh, man.
So, if you find Homemade Beer finds a boss key, it is the Thieves Town boss key, and that means he will lose a bit of time if he chases that. So we actually don't want him to find that. If you want to see him win this race. Desert here for Penny Royale, gonna be cleaning up.
Now, if Lanmo has the Thieves Town big key, this is really crazy.
No, it has to map the Turtle Rock. Penny Royale gonna be going into desert. Now, thankfully, he knows that Vitreous does not have the case of Mara. You need that in order to reach him. But if he finds the Thieves Down Biggie in here, then he is in trouble because he could be led down a wild goose chase himself. The Thieves Down Biggie is a huge bait right now. Alright, here we go, the Lamolus fight.
Ooh. Alright. Back into Misery Mire for the big chest. If nothing's there, then I believe he will have to do Aga 1 then.
And we know Aga 1's the right play because that has the scope, it's locking the Skullwood Speaking on Lumberjack, which is locking the Hera Small, which we now know is locking Kavita Samaria. What a chain. What a chain. So I think the best case scenario for both runners is if the big key to Thieves Town is in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah. Here's the last Ganon's Tower Small.
Gold Sword. 10 arrows.
Alright. It is not in here, so Penny's is gonna have to head to Aga 1 now.
Yep, and that time advantage that homemadebeer built for doing Agahnim is slowly draining. But homemadebeer is almost out of checks. If there's nothing here to send him astray, he'll only have Misery Mire left, if I'm counting correctly. Or no, he hasn't done Left Side Swamp yet either, I just remembered.
Yeah, if you want this be a close race, you want him to go to Mire for that cutscene, but fortunate he skipped left side because that big key to desert's in there. But if he goes straight to do Left Side Swamp, he's...
Well, there's only two items over there, and both of which are maps, so it would be just a minor detour. But the big key to desert would put him back over in the Mire region to have him check that area anyway, so it wouldn't be that big a deal. Alright, homemadebeer, where are you going?
He's
back in. He missed two items.
He's doing the firelock chests in the front.
Oh, gets electrified off the platform. Right, just around the long way. Gotta get set up to light the torches here. And there we go. Map. The swamp. 10 arrows. That's good for homemadebeer. There is no Thieves Town big key in play. Thieves Town big key has to be in Ganon's Tower at this point. It looks like homemadebeer is going to choose to do Swamp Palace left side first. So, going to lose a bit of time here, but not that big a deal. This is actually going to be a very close finish. Because even though Penny Royale was going to close the gap here pretty quickly, still has to do the entirety of Turtle Rock. Whereas homemadebeer just has to quickly go back into Swamp Palace here once he has a hook shot. And just rush the boss. I think end position wise, Penny Royale will have the advantage because he'll be right next to GT. Alright, here we go. Left side swamp for homemade beer. Is gonna find the desert's big key, but maybe we'll check cutscene chest first. We don't know yet. Penny Royale now done with Agahnim 1. Yeah, this is looking like a very hard last location from homemade beer for the cutscene chest of Misery Mire. He might be able to salvage a bit if he goes to Mire immediately after doing these checks. But otherwise, he's going to be now going there for a bit. He's going to check this first chest, though. Which is the big key to desert. So he will have that. And there's the Smoking and Mire. And that should tell homemade beer that the cutscene chest is in logic.
Yeah, that's gotta sting seeing that key there. Because it's not a big thing to maybe just skip the cutscene chest if you don't have all 3 keys when you do Mire.
And it looks like he's gonna choose desert first.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lose maybe 30 seconds here, but that's about as much time as it would take for Penny Royale to do the tile room. So this might come down to GT routing here. And they get a coffee rate going here.
Having a lid issue, get it? There, you got it. I see the bad news. But will be our first runner to hit go mode at 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 46 seconds.
Yeah, and homemade beer is going to be in last location here at this point because he's going to see a map here and now knows that it's cutscene chest.
Yep.
But it's still not that far behind. Penny Royale definitely has the advantage, though, by being on the mountain already and having Turtle Rock as the last dungeon. But homemadebeer can just rush to Argus.
Yeah. Even the last location, the hook shot, I think triple dipping Swamp Palace is not gonna feel good.
I agree completely with that. So yep, it's gonna. Homemadebeer just needs to get down to the cutscene chest and get it done. Then finish Swamp, and then rush to GT. Penny Rail just needs to do this dungeon here. Penny Rail is in go mode, so can ignore everything in these checks. So it'll be fairly quick. I would definitely say Penny Rail has about a minute advantage here because homemadebeer still has to do a mountain climb. So this could come down to GT routing. If Penny Rail goes left and there's no... and the big key is right and homemadebeer goes that way immediately, could end up in their advantage. But both runners' last location, their last item. So they might feel behind and try some... aggressive routing in GT to try to make some time. And there is Goma for homemadebeer at long last. 145.54, I believe. I guess the question, chat, how relevant the T4 sword is for the gauntlet. Not very. All enemies in the gauntlet die in one hit to tempered, so pretty much no difference whatsoever. This is gonna be a slightly slower TR fight, and yeah, Penny Rail's gonna be the first one into GT here. Pretty good fight there for against Trinex. And ladies and gentlemen, with that item pickup and this crystal capture, we have all 7 crystals on Penny Royale's side. And there is a diver down from homemadebeer. Opening these chests, I don't know why.
Maybe he's going for a 216 collection right now. He's not gonna leave it. Yeah. At this point, why not? You've opened the ball at this point.
Alright, let's begin our search of Ganon's tower. The big key is in here. First chest is 3 bombs. Second chest is the red mail. So I'm gonna be super safe with this climb. Opting to go right to start. Alright, these chests here. Bug catching net.
Let me guess,
And
we're gonna
arrows.
get trolled by the Thieves Town Big Key before the GT Big Key.
Alright, nothing right side. Get a mirror and go left. However, now done with Swamp Palace. It does have 7 crystals as well. Gonna be rushing up Ganon's tower as well. So if Homemade Beer goes left immediately, we'll save a little bit of time. But definitely needs to hurry. Two pairs of 20 rupees in Stalfo's room. There's the big key! To Thieves Town!
Yep, of course. Gotta leave a parting shot.
Betty Burrell probably just got really excited and then really depressed all at the same time.
Yeah.
Magic powder! Coming into the Fire Snake room. Homemade Beer on his way to GT. If it's not random room, Homemade Beer can make the play to go all the way to Ice Armos on the right, and that maybe saves some time? Nope, there it is. Big key to this dungeon. It's at Fire Snake room, and Penny Royal is up, going up to fight Ganon. Well, Act 2 first, but minor detail.
Yep, good advantage now. So, well executed climb, and Ganon will put Penny Royal up 1 game in the groups. But it ain't over till it's over.
That's right, this is just the group stage. We haven't even gotten to brackets yet, I don't think.
Yeah,
and it's only week 1 of groups. And there's the aggressive play I was thinking of Homemade Beer. He's doing Tile Room.
Don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. If I hard last location my item in a race like this, I would definitely be considering this. Just a Hail Mary play to try to gain some time. And it's just a small key to Ice Palace. Huh, interesting. With the small key there, doesn't that mean that Ice Palace was Samaria locked? Kind of a strange thing to think about, now I think about it. Well, we're not even getting the small key on the left side. Or after continuing onwards. Meanwhile, Penny Royale missing the Stalfo's triple kill in this room. It is a bit tricky to pull off. Well, maybe you're also getting injubated by the Thieves Town Big Key.
Nope. Walk too far, fell off the side. I want to refill your magic. Oh, I guess, yeah, you do that enough to hit the torches.
Has to switch the lamp, though. Has to be a little careful. Yeah, at this point, Penny Royale doesn't need anything else in the chest. Maybe a 4th bottle with a fairy in it, but that's about it.
Quick
And
kill
Moldorm
on
2
Moldorm.
falls. Yep. Nicely done. And yeah, both runners' last locations are items. I don't blame them for doing that either. They need to save as much time as possible. For all they know, the other runner's ahead of them. I can see fight coming up. Nice double. Oh, just barely missed that double there. 2-1-2, next hit does it. Oh, bad angles, unfortunately. Getting a 0. And another 0, wow.
Nerves might be getting close, seeing, might have the race channel up and no one's done yet, wondering, are they tied with me? So, nerves might be setting in here.
Yep, but that is Agahnim down, and it is now time for Penny Royale to fight Ganon. Does have the Tempered Sword, so will be tricky to one-cycle the first 2 phases, but let's see if they can get it done. Looks good, maybe? No, only a 2-cycle in phase 1. That looks to be 1 cycle in phase 2, though. And doing a lot of his fake teleports. Those are seeded, thankfully. Alright, let's see. Penny Rose gonna get a quick hit in here. Sets the torch glove up.
One more.
And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, get your GG's in chat for Penny Royale Oil, who will come out the victor in this race. This was a really close one. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, homemade beer performed pretty well in GT. But, we'll finish this race in first place with a time of 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 43 seconds. And we'll go 1-0 in groups. I think that was our first race in the group. But GG's to Penny Royal Oil.
Maybe you're now in the game, in the Aga fight.
Very nice.
And we'll now be fighting Ganon as well. And here we go. Gold Sword will make this pretty easy to one cycle. Alright, one more hit, and homemadebeer will start phase 4. Gets a serverless hit in.
Set up for a triple here.
Yeah, triple setup here.
And
Not quite getting it, but easy cleanup.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, get the G's in chat for homemadebeer. Wrapping up this race, he's in a respectable second place. Oh, didn't step on the finish line just yet. And we are now joined by Penny Royale Oil as homemadebeer across the finish line with a time of 2 hours, 0 minutes, and 41 seconds. GG's once again to him as well.
Yeah, GG Penny Royal.
Hello, and GG to homemadebeer.
So yeah, this was a very dumb seed, to say the least.
Yeah, impressively dumb. I actually loved that. That was fantastic.
I never put one past the hostile bot. Did you think at the time you found that big key on the lumberjack it would be a thing? Because you didn't have boots or anything for it at the time.
Actually, when I found that big key, I thought it was a small key, and if it hadn't ended up a hard last location type situation, it might have really hurt me.
Oh wow. Interesting.
I just had that moment of, I have no locations left. That must have been a big key, not a small key. Oh no.
We are also now joined in the booth by homemadebeer. Once again, GG's to you as well.
Yeah, GG's.
Hey,
And
GG's.
So it came down to last locations for both of you, actually, from what I understand.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you last location the correct thing, and sometimes you last location the incorrect thing. It's how rando works.
Yeah.
That's why it's fun.
Yep.
And it's funny because beginning of the game you put off Hobo and last location the Moon Pearl.
That's true, I did, yeah.
And then Penny Royal put off routed south from Hype Cave up to the Belgium Outcast, put off Purple Chest and the left side of front of Skull Woods, so you didn't basically last occasion with the flute and the bow.
Yeah, I actually felt really lucky with that. When I found the flute, I was like, "Hey, this is great," because of the way I routed was kind of weird.
Yeah, because you didn't have any
Skull Woods first.
Yeah, because you had the stuff to beat Mafia right away, but you didn't have any small keys, so you had the choice there.
Yeah, and then when I went back to Hype Cave, I'm like, okay, I'll just go activate the flute and then figure out what I do next. And then when I got the mitts, I'm like, wow, this couldn't have worked out better.
Yeah, and we were like talking too, like through that seed, you're like, wow, we're actually getting really close to go mode because there was like 2 dungeons we didn't know, which was a crystal, I think, Turtle Rock and Desert. We're like, wow,
Yeah.
Desert's like a crystal. You might just be like a big key from go mode or something like that, or a hook shot from go mode. And then all hell broke loose when the boots were in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, I was guessing the desert map was in Pyramid Fairy at that point.
The big key of Mire was in Pyramid Fairy.
Oh, that's cool. It's a good place for it.
Oh man.
You know what was also nicely placed was the Thieves Town big key. Don't have to worry about that one being a debate, although it was in subways for you guys, I would assume.
That was my last out, actually, in my mind. I was like, you know, if Pyramid Fairy had Thieves' big key, then going there before Lumberjack would actually be a good call, potentially. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you lose, like, 3 minutes doing the back of Thieves Town. It's like, okay, I hope Thieves Town big key shows up, or doesn't show up in GT, and when it did, I was like, that's actually where I knew I lost, like, immediately right then.
I very nearly mirrored when I saw that big key. Like, very, very close.
Yeah, I was thinking that you're like, oh cool, it's the big key. I'm like, oh wait, that's the Thieves Town big key.
Yeah, you both. I think I forget who was first in there to the boots, but yeah, you both hard last location the boots, which is makes sense.
Yeah. I think all I had left. So when I went to do escape, I didn't get the good RNG from the guard, so I just had to kill him, and I didn't have a stun thing. So it's like, all right, whatever. Dark Cross is nothing. It's not logic anyway. Maybe it'll be something later. And then when I found the Hyrule Castle small, I was like, okay, well that cape's in logic, and it made me more interested in Spike Cave for like the whole seed, which is why I did it before Ice, I believe. And then I was like, okay, well that was the Skull Woods. That makes sense that it was something. And then it's like, well, Ice is like the only thing I can actually like full clear right now. It's like, I might dip Swamp first. Maybe the Cane's in there, but then I was like, no, I can full clear Ice. Let's just go into Ice. And you know how it goes from there. And the five pod smalls were actually hilarious.
Yes, yeah, the two in pod. Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, I think the difference was you dipping out right when you got the boots, because then you decided to go back in there over the cutscene chest of Meyer.
When I found the second Meyer small behind the first one, I was like thinking about it for a second. I'm like, okay, this like I could see this being the thing, you know, like go back and do cutscene, go back, and it's like, no, that these boots are like telling me to go to that big key because I saw that 5 minutes in, like, no, go get that big key and then go do stuff with it. And then when TR was like legit empty, I was like, okay, so it's either left side swamp, which I'll make that play first, or cutscene's going to be my last location here, is what I decided.
Yeah, which is probably what everybody else would do in your situation there.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, the late Moon Pearl kind of felt bad, but not that bad because I got a lot of stuff. So I was just like, okay, this isn't so bad. Like the only thing I think felt bad on the whole seed was the desert dip. Like that's the only thing I really was like, I didn't like that play after it happened. And then otherwise, I actually liked my mid-game route a lot. Like I got to do Eastern Pod together and somehow full cleared both, which was kind of surprising. And then
I was like, well, he's going to Pod. He's probably gonna at least beat the boss and maybe get like 3 chests or something. And then you got the 2 keys in there. Like, wow, that was really convenient. So he doesn't have to come back.
Yeah, this routing could have gone either way, and that was just amazing to watch. It's pretty funny as well.
Yeah,
it sounds like we split up quite a bit and still ended up like 3 minutes apart. So I'm really looking forward to watching this one back after I eat dinner here.
Yeah. It was like you really did do different routes and just like came together at certain points because of the forget the term, but the choke.
Bottlenecks.
Choke points. Yeah, bottlenecks. Yeah. But it was a fun one to watch, of course. I don't know about the anxiety playing it, but
no, it was actually like as things go, it was a fun seed. I was played in that Adkeys tournament recently, and like my last like 3 seeds were this silly, and so I was kind of like doing pretty okay in that tournament and having a good time until I got seeds like this, and then I'd fall apart a little bit, and then this one delivered the goods, so I had fun.
Yep. GG's to both of you too. It was very entertaining, and I hope our races goes well too.
Yeah, I just hope we get more inverted.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. This is only week 1 after all. There's still plenty of time to get it in position for the bracket stage.
Yep. If you want to, Wolflink, go ahead and close us out.
Well, I'm going to start by asking you if there's any final thoughts on the Seed Tour runners.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just do the general quick shout out for the commentary and tracking tonight. Thank you guys as always. Beer, GG again. Look forward to race 2. Hopefully a little bit quicker.
Yeah, same echoing the same thoughts, and GG's again. That was a fun seed. That was a fun race. Thanks for the race.
Thank you once again, folks. Get your G's in chat for Penny Royal Oil and Homemade Beer. Make sure to give them a follow on Twitch. And if you guys want to see some more racing action tonight, currently on SpeedGaming 2, who's only just recently started, we have a Group C race between Average Frustrated Gamer versus Drakian. And then later on tonight on SpeedGaming 4, we will have Big Junko versus Kasadin on Group A. That is going to be over at 8:40. And then at 10 o'clock, we have Coin Chaser versus F. Coughlin over on ALTTPR Randomizer. And of course, another big shout out to our tracker Royale with Cheese, keeping those items up to date for us down there at the bottom of your screens. And of course, a shout out to my co-commentator, KillerRat23. Thank you for co-commenting with me tonight. It was a blast.
Yeah, I had a good time too. Thanks for the co-com.
And with that all said and done, that's going to do us here. Make sure you follow SpeedGaming, SpeedGaming226. You don't miss any racing action, not just a link to the Fast Randomizer. And of course, like I mentioned, we have the ALTTPR Randomizer channel. We also have 2 through 4 of those as well. And yeah, give them all a follow here as well as me if you would like. I have been Wolfling0370, and from all of us here at A Link to Fast Randomizer, we just see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.